So, I wanted to talk to y'all today, and I want you to get thinking about a few things. Because I know we're going into an area where we're now in another timeline. It feels like it's two different realities. It feels like another script got flipped. You name it, something's happening. And you're probably asking yourself, well, what the hell do I do? Where do I go with all this? Let me give you something to help you. Actually, let me give you some topics to study. But before I do, let me give you a little bit of a background here. See, what you all went through, especially those of you who are kind of confused, but are also in denial of the things you did, basically got played. Those of you who did like a TikTok funeral, the goodbye, this is forever, it's the end of the world, you're the ones that are in danger. You're the ones that got played. But more importantly, you're the ones that are going to be going through a lot. You're the ones who's going to have their mind messed with big time. In other words, you need to learn to not only be aware, but have a little psychic self-defense, if you will. See, those of us who are in the know kind of knew there was something off. We knew this was going to happen. But what we didn't expect was how it was going to affect us a little bit. But like somebody like me who's very super sensitive and empathic and all that stuff, I was feeling the heaviness. I was feeling it. And lately I've been feeling a lot more heaviness and collective things like you have no idea. But I digress. So, to help you out a little bit and to make you more aware, I would say first, follow the TikTokers who are talking about this and are saying, we told you so. Number two, I would read up on several subjects that I think will help you explain how things are working, how the world works, and also how to better equip yourself. Those topics and subjects are self-defense, psychology, marketing, hypnosis, and magic. Now you're saying, well, why put all those three together? Just think about the Wizard of Oz reference and the man behind the curtain. Think about the Truman Show and how the reality he thought was really wasn't. Just think about any movie references where what you thought was now isn't and is becoming, right? They all have these topics and subjects in common, right? So where am I going with this? Well, if you study these subjects, it's going to help you understand how people are perceiving us, how what's being marketed towards us is how it's being geared towards us, and how it's not playing so much on our intellect but on our emotions. When people find, and especially bullies, when they find your vulnerabilities, they're going to play it up, smush it, and abuse it, and squeeze all the juices out until you're a pile of goo and that you conform and say, okay, I relent. And that's what's happening to a lot of y'all. And that's why I wanted to give you this, hey, maybe you need to do some homework on a few things. So, I know it's a lot, but if you know some basic understanding of some of these subjects I talked about, go a little bit deeper. And do it in any way that you feel comfortable. It doesn't have to be one way. If you're a reader, if you learn by reading, if you learn by watching videos, if there's other TikTokers who are talking about this stuff, whatever the case may be, go for it. Because when you do, and you see certain things happening, you're going to be glad someone helped you out a little bit. And besides, I've always had a fascinating, I don't know what it is, and if I think I were to go back to school, I would study marketing, because marketing plays on to a lot of our psychology. I think that's like the number one psych out thing. And the reason why is I just think it's just interesting learning about what companies do and why they do so they can sell something to earn a profit. Which, by the way, if you watch any videos about how to get more people to your platform, how to get more people to watch your stuff or to follow you, that's basic marketing 101 right there in a nutshell. That's basic how-to marketing right there. So you already have it at your fingertips. It's even on this platform too. So suffice it to say, with all the crazy rambling here, start educating yourself. I think it's a sign for you. Start educating yourself. Start studying those topics. Once again, there's self-defense, psychology, marketing, hypnosis, and magic. And see what you can come up with and your conclusions are. And then if something similar to this or like this happens again, then you understand why it feels like we're going into so many realities with like almost every week, and especially since the start of 2005.